Burgman here. It's middle of February 2023. I'm going to give you a real short video how to replace your fuel pump on your Burgman AN650. First thing you want to do is take your battery cover off. It's a little piece of plastic. It's got a couple clips. Take it off, set it aside. Then you take your battery out. Don't lose the little bolts. There's your battery. Take that out. Don't lose the bolts for the terminal nuts. Take that out of the way, move the battery aside, and then you got to get this battery holder out. This battery holder is in the way of the fuel pump. It covers it. The starter solenoid will go through this hole right there. There's a hole. You push it through, and there's a bolt on either side. Here's the hole for the bolt, and then there's also a Phillips screw on either side. At the top of the painted panel, it says Burgman 650. You do those, and then you pop this thing up in the back. It's got some clips back here. You pop that up, and it comes out of the way. You set it aside. Bear with me with my video tape. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to disconnect your fuel line right here. You squeeze in this little orange thing. You squeeze it in with a pair of pliers, those little ears, and pull the fuel line out of the way. I put the fuel line over here out of the way. And then the electrical connection for the fuel pump right here. I'm pointing to it. You have to squeeze a little clip on the side of that, and it pulls straight up. Move that out of the way. The last thing you're going to do is take a screwdriver, like a long screwdriver, and gently tap this ring that's on top of the fuel pump. You're going to tap it like you're unscrewing the lid on a jar of pickles. And once it's loose, it's loose. And then you take that ring out of the way. Now, an important thing, a tip, you see these electrical connections over here. They're going to be in the way of the fuel pump and the ring. You got to disconnect them, disconnect these fuses from the harness, and just kind of move them out of the way. Get everything out of the way so the fuel pump will come straight up. That's it. It's not that hard. When you lift the fuel pump up, you got to turn it to get the float sensor out. And when you put the new one in, just remember which. But when it's back in, just remember, make sure that it looks the way it does right here. The fuel line is going to be facing the front. It's as simple as that. And then make sure that the fuel pump is seated properly. There's a rubber gasket. Make sure it's seated properly. And make sure you don't cross-thread the threads on this plastic ring. Okay? When they're screwing in properly, you can tell. But when they're not, it's a little difficult to tell. And don't cross-thread them. That's it. Scooter Man signing off. Good luck with your Burgman. If you need anything at all, call me or text me at the number at the top of this video. It's at the very top. It's a 410 number. I'm near Baltimore. I've got parts. I can work on your bike. I can restore it, even if it's totaled. That's it. Over and out. Happy New Year to everybody.